Swagadelic love. I love saying that. Beaming in, baby. Uh, I I moved last year, uh, in December after I met God, and He handed me the light of God. And He told me Armageddon was here, that we could sneak attack at some point by North Korea. Uh, and where I moved to, uh, God told me when Armageddon does happen, it's a great rapture. And that God told me, I do not know what a God told you. I only know what a God told me. And a God, well, He told me everything. He told me that the rapture happens all the time, 24 hours a day. He said when one soul dies, it's raptured. Uh, your guardian angel takes you and raptures you either to heaven or to hell. It's called a rapture. That's why your guardian angels here. Guardian angels are real, and guardian angels take turns. It's in your family tree. They'll take turns coming out and guarding you. Every soul on the planet has a guardian angel. And it's your family members that died and made it to heaven. Family members you don't even know of from way back, from Jesus' time, that's in your tree, maybe guarding you, because they take turns coming to and from doing jobs on earth. Like that, guarding you, your guardian angel, as they say it is. It is so, God said. And they just take turns because, everybody wants to come down here to earth and hang out because it's a cool place to hang out. And, a lot of angels do a lot of cool stuff in heaven and never feel the need to come back here to earth. They stay in heaven for eternity and never feel the need to come down here on earth because they love doing what they're doing out there, making stars, making planets, doing all kinds of things, God said. God told me that the Big Bang is Him. He came here and made a Big Bang. That's what He did. He came here with the light. God is pure light, and He came here with the light. And that this galaxy here, Earth, Mars, Venus, all the planets here are where His cities of gold are here in this solar system that are talked about in the Bible. And every galaxy, every solar system has cities of gold all over the Big Bang. All the different galaxies everywhere have cities of gold everywhere. There's billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and so many billions of angels you would not believe. Every sun is a light we use out in heaven to see in the darkness. That's why suns are made, and that's why suns burn out and have to be remade again. It's simple. It's like building a house that gets old and you have to build a new one. Everybody knows that in this galaxy, the sun's going to burn out one day and that the earth is going to be gone. God said, that's right. We shit it up. This is Mother Earth. And because of our job here, what we do here, turning ourselves from darkness to light, God mixes love and light in us and sends us here. You know that because when you're born, your mother loved you or your father loved you. All the love you got, you don't get to keep. You have to build your own love. You know that as you go along, you build your own love. And that's your job here, is to shed the darkness. God told me we come from the darkness. We are dark souls that He mixes love and light in just enough to get us here so we can learn to make our own love and light. We either make love and light and become love and light, or we make darkness and evil like Kim Jong-un. God told me what it takes to be evil. You have to do your sins and think that they are funny. God said that's why the leader of North Korea is always laughing, because he's done all his sins, and he does them and he thinks it's funny. And that's about the size of it, folks. The rapture is coming up is a great rapture, but it's not a rapture like some people think, that people are going to just disappear off the planet. Well, they are going to just disappear off the planet. Here off the planet. That's what it's talking about. Nuclear war is here. Armageddon is here. The great raptures is here. Billions and billions of angels are coming to be with God right now, because he's sad because Armageddon's here. And they're coming to get ready for Armageddon. There's a lot for them to do in preparation for it. Hey, the pit of shit has to be opened up. That's the fifth trumpet, because there are so many souls that are going to hell that get caught up in a nuclear explosion, that the angels actually have to stand back, God said. God said even an angel's soul will be frozen if an angel's caught in a nuclear bomb blast for 1,000 years. Your soul is frozen, God said, and it slowly awakes, just like the radiation will slowly go away. Your soul slowly awakes over time. The angels have to stand back and wait until the dust settles from the nuclear explosions that are getting ready to go off all over the world. And then they'll come in and pick your soul up. Your soul will be frozen if you're caught in the nuclear bomb blast, and it incinerates you. That's when your soul's frozen, when you get incinerated. You don't know if you're alive or dead. And the angels come and pick you up, and they bring you to heaven. Angels up there sing to you. If they bring you to hell, believe it or not, your soul is still treated as the God and soul that it is, with dignity and respect when it goes down there. God doesn't allow or let Satan to hurt you in any form or manner that your own father wouldn't allow someone to hurt you. You hurt yourself when you go to hell. You go through all the pain and anguish that you put souls through here, and any soul attached to them, God said. So if you rape and kill somebody, anybody that's attached to that, from the girl or guy's mother to a person that just picked the paper up and read about the horrifying thing that you did, through their anguish of going, oh my God, this is unbelievable, and their pain from it. You go through all of them, everybody. So you could do one thing like that and not be forgiven for it and be evil and go to hell, and you go through all those souls attached to it, pain and anguish. But the great rapture is here. Everybody wants to talk about the rapture. Well, I'm talking about the rapture. I met God last year, and he handed me the light of God. And God told me the rapture goes on 24 hours a day. Every time one person dies, they are raptured. It's as simple as that, folks. Your guardian angel raptures you to heaven or to hell. When the gate opens up, your guardian angel's right there. They escort you with other angels back to God. And we lay on him like a big pillow of love and light. We're just babies. And we grow up to be as big as mountains and as big as the Empire State Building and taller. And we walk through the kingdom of heaven. We walk through the stars. It's simple to tell you in a mathematical way. When you die, you're going to go to heaven or hell. If you go to heaven, you're going to learn just like you learn here. God said everything we do there, we do here. So by the time you're 18, about 18 million years old in heaven, you'll be graduating. Some people different than others. God said when you can walk all the way around the kingdom of heaven one time, you're grown up and you can go around the kingdom of heaven. You're done with school, you can go around the kingdom of heaven and you can go live anywhere you like. Just like here, You'll meet angels up there, and you'll like them, and you'll go live with them. It's as simple as that. And let's say your soul's 10 miles high when it grows up in heaven. That's an easy equation to do. Then your step is a mile each step. So you're going 100 miles an hour. Well, the moon's, 290 something thousand miles away, or whatever it is. So it would take you from the earth to the moon. If you step at 100 miles an hour, it'd take you a few minutes to get there. It wouldn't be that big a deal. You see, it's that simple, folks. Your souls grow up to be giants in heaven, and you grow up to be real big and tall. Down here, this is a baby's crib. You're in your mother's belly, Mother Earth. You're on this planet to do one or two things: go to hell or go to heaven. That is the pressures of life, the stresses of life. And once again, sadly to say, that when the war starts, majority of the people that are going to die in the big cities are sinners. Well, it's just kind of like that. All the sin is in the big cities. People move to the big cities to have lots and lots and lots of sin. And all the bombs are aimed at the big cities. So my guess is the night of the war, God said it all happens in an hour. And God said it sneaks up on everyone like a thief in the night and wakes you up out of bed. So I'm guessing the blast will wake everyone in America up out of bed. And in the Bible, it says a third of the world is contaminated, laid waste to, contaminated. So my guess is 15 to 20 cities get hit in America, and then the nuclear radiation spreads out, and a third, just like it says in the Bible, a third of the world, everybody's got to get their share. So I'm guessing a third of America will be radiation for 1,000 years. They'll set up fences around all of it where you can't go in, and then it'll be zones. Everything will turn into zones, radiation zones, believe it or not. They'll have to reroute the system with everything. And, well, God told me we build a super train around America that loops around it like a race car track, about 2 states in, or a state in. It goes around just like a race car track. It's a really fast train. It goes 200 miles an hour, and Tesla's 18-wheelers deliver goods to and from it. And God told me that the president does build that wall on the Mexican border. It's camps, training facilities to train soldiers for the war, for Armageddon. It needs to be reinforced once we get sneak attacked by North Korea. So it's the best thing to do is to build the training camps, God said. He builds down there. That the president's a really, really good man and a smart man. And that's why he thinks of the idea of building the wall at the same time. I guess every 50 miles, 100 miles, there'll be a training facility that holds 5, 10, 20, 30,000 people, there'll be a fort. The ones that they make real quick, they make them out of these boxes that come out of 18-wheelers trucks, and they just fill them with dirt. They make them over in Iran or Iraq. They can make them quick. And they'll put tent cities up all around America, God said, all on the interstates, outside the blast zones, for burn victims and housing. There's people that survive outside of it. If you live outside of a big city that gets nuked, you may live a mile from where the next person got incinerated and died. And a mile from it, you just got a little contaminated by the toxics, and you can survive from it with a few radiation burns. God said it'll be common for everyone in America that when you walk into a store to see someone with burn victims that has burns on their body from the radiation the night of the war, and to know everyone in America will know someone that died in the war that night when the bombs went off. So we'll all know someone that got incinerated, and it'll be common to see someone as you're walking down the street or go in the store that has radiation burns on their body. The war is here, folks. I met God last year. He handed me the cool light of God, and he is the coolest in the universe and beyond, because he is God Almighty, baby. He is the one, and all the bad stuff is us. God only intervenes when you curse him. When you curse God, when you know of God and you curse God, that's when God gets mad. When you know of him, just like it says in the Bible of the stories of people that turned against God, and you see what happened to them. They're all in hell. When you know God and you turn against him, it shows that your soul is pure evil and you are going to hell. God said some souls are just like that. They're still his children. He still loves them. God told me he looks in heaven and he looks down upon earth and he looks in hell and he sees no difference, because God told me that he sees evil and the darkness as the light. He does not see darkness and evil any other way. He sees it as love and light. And that's why evil doesn't have a chance. We will win the war because America is founded on God and freedom for all. We have a solid foundation. Other places in the world that aren't founded and have a solid foundation on God, they turn and kill each other. Is what they do, and they invert back to the Stone Ages. We propel, and countries like us that are love and light propel into the future. And darkness and evil in the land crumbles and we destroy it. God said it's a great purging and it's a great rapture coming up. So I'm excited that, well, Armageddon's here, folks. And I'm really excited that I figured out how to meet God. God said it's the only way to meet him. You have to speak out of your mouth that you know your soul came from the darkness and was pure evil. And you know that there's a God. And you know God mixed love and light in your soul to put it here because of what it was, to give it a chance to be love and light and go to heaven. That's when you meet God in person, like I did, and you can have other people meeting too, like I did. I thought other people may be able to meet him that night and he could go through the computer, and hey, what do you know? He did go through the computer, and he did meet a lot of other people that are moving out the way of the war. Armageddon's here. It's June, well, Saturday, the 16th, 2018. And the time is here, folks. Move out the cities as I did, or, well, don't believe me, and stay where you're at. And, well, God help you. That's all I got to say for today, folks. Swagadelic, beaming out.